What's up, everyone? It is another A Toy Kind of Mood. Joe June. It's a tongue twister, Travis.
Go Autobots! Roll
Right?
out! Go
Well,
bots!
technically,
Yeah.
but episode 126, it is G.I. Joe versus Transformers kind of June. You got me, you got Travis, back behind the the ones and twos. What's up, buddy?
What up? Happy Wednesday. A toy kind of mood Wednesday. A Joe kind of June versus Transformers. It's
Right?
the ultimate crossover, buddy. Let's do it.
So still no word on my mask. All right, listen. It is today. Let's see. How do I want to start this? Yesterday we got a bunch of Transformer drops. Today we got the worst kept secrets in the world. So would you right? I think everyone knew what was happening yesterday. I won't lie. I feel bad for the Transformers people because everyone's like, cool. Where's our G.I. Joes?
Right.
Okay, where's our Joes?
So they revealed like, I don't know, 13 to 15 things, and we're saving that for last. Yeah, and the three things from G.I. Joe we're going to talk about first. So the people that are coming late, that are those lazy ass late Joe fans, they'd be like, what are you Autobots? What's a Decepticon? But you know, well, we are a toy kind of mood. We're not just a Joe kind of mood.
Yeah, exactly.
A Joe kind of June. So
we're not complete G.I. Joe shells. But we are. Hey, yeah, okay, so
want to say hi to some folks first?
Let's say hi. Let's say hi to some people.
All right, what do we got? I thought we had a chat master. Where's he? He must have went to the bathroom. All right, anyway, I'll do it. David Warren Hernandez, he was here first. He's first in line at Comic-Con. What is up? Oh, Joe Fest. David Warren Hernandez, what's happening, man? What's going on? Joe Self, broke June. He says with the Eels and Snow Serpents being released, and it's kind of funny, Bobby, because the Eels, the Snow Serpents are part of the Eel family, dating back to the old 80s. They're just kind of like the extra dudes that are cool being cold.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
it's true.
They spawn off that whole thing. So anyway, what's the one troop builder remaining you're most stoked to see in classified? Iron Grenadiers for me. That's a great question for the chat.
Really good question.
I love it. Yeah.
I don't know. Chat, talk amongst yourselves and let us know what you're excited for.
Yeah. Wall Army Builder. I'll try to think about that while we're doing Iron Grenadiers is a good look. I mean,
that's a very good look. That's a very good look.
Yeah, because you said Wall Army Builder, right? So yeah, we got a lot.
I mean,
who's doing this now? Is this Tony?
I think it is Tony.
Chad, what's up, man? What's going on? Gun Bunny, what's happening? We got some heavy hitters in here.
We do.
Skew Raider. Oh, hey, Diana. All right, we better talk comics right away before she bounces. We need her input. No, we'll get to it. We're actually we're actually talking comics today too. I'm excited to talk comics for a little bit. Bit of G.I. Joe comics. So
I never get to talk comic books on this show. Actually, that's a lie. Whenever we do Marvel, I'm like, wait, hold on. Great issue right now. Okay, so as I get comfortable,
we got some heavy hitters. Usual Mike, what's happening, man? What's going on?
I mean, it was a big day, man. Let's be real here. All right, are you ready?
Are we ready?
Get into the slides.
That's right.
We're gonna slide. Let's slide into some action figure DMs, Travis, with Grunt, Snow Serpent, and Lowlight. I saw these and I was like, oh, well, these come out in November, so I can save up till then. All right, so we have Grunt, Snow Serpent, and Lowlight. Travis, let's hop on to.
Isn't it December 1st was kind of the pre-order date, maybe? Wasn't it? Or was it?
Okay, so
I saw November.
Mine says November.
Tony's backstage security at a toy kind of mood.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing a He's doing a decent job.
What the whole wrench thing's all about.
All right. So Lowlight. And I like the fact that like any like this whole month, Lenny's like, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. Like they're all his favorite. Like to Lenny and Tony and Emily, this is like their children. Like you can't have a favorite, or you can't. I don't know. The Slow Light, Trav. I mean, let's break it down. It is tactical vest. Oh no, that's Grunt. Sorry, looking at the wrong note. Night Spotter, rifle.
Wrong note. Look, he was the Night Spotter in the 80s for G.I. Joe. You know, low light. It's funny because I think with Grunt, they wanted to say, you know, Robert Graves. That way, you know, it's like we're still honoring the fact that he is Grunt and he's not just an army builder, but we'll get into Grunt. But then with low light, they weren't like Cooper, low light McBride. They were just, he's low light. So they're giving him like a character with this, with that, like, you know, we look through the next look. He's got actually, I'll go right here. You get that kind of the McFarlane eyes, as I heard a few people say today. He doesn't.
That's actually
Lenny said doesn't sleep.
Saying it.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep. He's got nightmares. So they're really adding, you know, they're adding something to him, because otherwise he's just a dude, you know, in Metal Gear cosplay. Right?
Well, didn't Lenny say that was like from like either an issue or an episode? Like one time they mentioned that he has like horrible nightmares and doesn't sleep. And it's like, all right, the fact that they deep dive into that like lore, I thought that was just absolutely fantastic. And I mean, this is what you get with, you know, Lenny, Tony, and Emily.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. Wait, no, that's not that. We got so many comments that here it is. I like this one right here. Obviously, we're big Gridiron guys. Saturday, we're doing a welcome to the Terradrome.
Yes.
So we got Tony, KJ, and believe Doomdays, Rick Lopez, phenomenal artist, comic book dude and photographer, speaking of comics. And but yeah, looking in the Gridiron ghillie suit will look good. Obviously, there is a low light loadout, so it'll be cool to see how that looks on him too. Chaz Guru, what's happening? Yeah, there's some people were disappointed in this one, but to me, he's kind of a you know, it's low light. It's not really hard to do. It looks fine.
Well,
to me.
Let's just skip one more, Travis. I want to get to like the. There we go. That's a loadout. Yeah. Like that is insane, and all of that fits in his case. Like this dude is loaded.
Yeah, loaded light. He's got, you know, he's got the rifle, he's got the scope, the suppressor, and the bipod. It all fits in the case. So they're not screwing with us on that, which they could have easily done to cut costs, but they really put a lot of tooling effort into that case.
And that's what I don't understand. Like like with this figure, and this figure, like once again, like look, we love the the Marvel Legends team, and we love the figures, but I mean, the eyes have bags under them because he has nightmares. Like his sniper, his suppressor, everything fits within his like bag, and then like the goggles fits over his eye. Like I think it's people just. I think it's kind of like bitching to bitch at this point. Because
I mean, they've reached a level where we're really reaching to find some of the stuff I've been bantering with people all day is like little things about the rifle. And, you know, here's the thing, right? When it comes to guns, you're not going to, while the guns and the rifles, the accessories, whatever, are getting more accurate and more military-like, they're never going to be one-to-one because these are still kids' toys. And I mean, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they almost probably can't make a one-to-one, and that's why there is Marauders. That's why there is Gridiron, so we can get the authentic stuff. Yeah, you got to pay $12 for a gun or $30 for a loadout. That's whatever it is, right? But that's, I mean, the guns for what they're doing, they're fine. You know what I mean? They're not a lot of. I mean, they're not like the Nerfs. They're a step in the right direction, but I don't think we'll ever get military accurate weapons with any of these characters.
No, because it's first and foremost, it is a toy company, right? Like, and you know, you can't be like, actually, in 1993, like, no, shut up, Okay,
See here, yeah. See, like right here. I mean, and that's accurate. I mean, it does. It doesn't look. It's not you know what I mean. It's not a real submachine gun. I mean, Grunt's M16 is missing parts. You know what I mean? It's just, it's never going to be that. And is it because Lenny doesn't know it? Lenny does a crazy tons of research on this stuff.
right.
He knows his audience,
Yep.
but at the end of the day, he also knows he's got to make these for kids for the future.
Exactly.
We can't, and that's the beauty of why we have that show on Saturday for the third party and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we think the goggles look wonky? There's a lot of attacks on my man Cooper over here. I don't know. What do you
I think
think?
they look fine.
They're pretty big, but that kind of gives it like some character. Like they stand out. Those infrared on his head. And
I'm not getting G.I. Joe for the like realism, right? I'm like, oh, they're not like, like they look cool. All right. Thank you. Yeah, he looks great. Screw the haters. He looks cool. The goggles, like, they're not like it's not like elastic. They have to like fit over the head. Like are we going? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, low light on this with some night. You got maybe some. We got the Energon purple, right, for the photography. So.
Yep.
Man, adding this with like a gridiron mat with the fit hole in it and everything, it's gonna be sick. Instead of Breaker and Duke up there, you know what I mean? I'd much rather have low light. So.
Well, yeah, because he's gonna be sniping people,
Yeah,
all freaking day.
gonna work out. But yeah, that was good call.
It looks fantastic. It just I don't know. Thank you, Diana. I don't know what's wrong with the goggles. I don't know. People are bitching just to bitch, I think.
Yeah, but that's fun. If we were all shills and all happy, I'll just go to bed. I'll watch AEW right now instead.
Right,
It's fun. We gotta critique something.
I think critiquing to critique then loses the art of critiquing. Right? Like if you're just gonna bitch to bitch, then you come across like a whiny little like sad virgin, right?
It's true. Really went there.
Yeah, I went there. I went there because I feel like we're getting some really great figures, and I feel like, but it's just like if you go like, well, in the cartoon, the gray was grade 10, and this is a grade 9. Like seriously, like
I got you. Let me address this. Sorry, let me address this question.
By all means.
I don't know if I should say there's a writer strike. It is a SAG production. If something's already written, you could be on it. It's a Joe kind of June the movie in my world, in my universe. That's what it is. But I'll tell you later, man. I don't want to like get anybody in trouble on some toy stream that has nothing to do with the movie I'm on. But thanks for asking. How are we feeling about the case? Now that's a lot of detail on the case. Wow, thank you so much, TJ.
I love the case.
Thank you.
Thank you, TJ, and namaste. Listen, the fact that I'm actually like excited about a case.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So the box, do we go? All right, so we got some stuff about the box going on. And who do you I know we talked about this before the show. What's up, Genghis? So speaking of Genghis, we got this image from his Instagram, which I think was also on Earborn Customs. It was a couple other people that posted this stuff. You guys can correct me, whoever it was. But who do we think this is, Bobby? I mean, do you have any other guesses besides what we talked about before the show? Or
I don't.
I
don't. Maybe.
I mean,
you know what?
A lot of people are coming up with Jungle Viper and Jungle, whatever. I know all kind of stuff, right?
I could see those. And I think Jungle might work because it's they're shot in the jungle. I mean, I know it's too on the nose, but
I got the Valkyries. Let's see if I can I don't have the side by side here, but let's see if we can. It's hard to look. We get the data pad. That was Diana's picture, actually. So looking at that and then looking at this, it's really hard to tell. But that's, to me, they've already made their kind of fits that it's the
you know what, it could just literally be like the Cobra Troopers from like what 2 years ago redecoed.
Oh, I see what you're saying, like a new version
Yeah, the
of the
original
troopers.
Cobra.
That's not a bad guess. Yeah, like you said, it'd be cool to have a jungle trooper, right?
Yeah,
Like maybe we're missing some. It's just such a what a great shot to kind of
I
get
know.
us to talk, but not really, retro Cobra Troopers. Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, because I didn't get the Cobra Troopers when they came out because they were so hard to get, and now they're
Yeah. But looking at the helmet,
that's what I'm saying. It might be
it's pretty close. I mean, the
that's what I'm
thing is,
saying.
looking at the face, and it's hard to tell. It's blurry, but it almost looks more male like. But it's just there's no way.
That's where I'm coming from at this is like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, appreciate this. Appreciate that.
yeah. And then Black Angus. I mean, Cobra like Night Troopers. Like,
Oh,
why not?
Cobra Night Troopers. Okay.
Yeah. See,
Great guess. Oh, okay.
Night Watch.
That could be it. Just
And Diana's right. The legs do look male. So.
oh yeah, looking up at the top one, yeah.
And also,
True.
does it look like the one in the middle has like a flamethrower, like it's like or a
Oh,
flashlight?
right? Yeah. Yeah, or it could just be gunfire that they added as an effect, like smoke or something like in a
Right.
like a Photoshop or something. But yeah, good work, good detective work. I love these Easter eggs. I know what was it, Plastic Battles was doing the other ones. So
Yeah.
and then we had, speaking of Diana, she
Yep.
said, "What is it? What is that? Like get a laptop, old computer case thing going on, doing this calculation work. What do you guys think this is?" Yeah, it could be flashlights as well. But what do
Yeah.
we think this pad is, right? Because this isn't included with Mr. Lowlight. So what are we guessing here?
It's the next HasLab.
That's a major HasLab.
Right. Mainframe. Oh, that'd be good.
We're actually going to talk about mainframe later. Keep that name in mind for later at the very end of the show. If you're hanging out with us all night, keep that. That's a hint for what we're going to talk about later.
Yes.
Dude, it's incredible. Every Wednesday has felt like a holiday. Anybody else set their alarm for 7:50 a.m. or that would be
No.
10:50 or 9:50 for Bobby, and then like just 10 minutes before so you could look at your phone, and then nothing happened on the hour. It went up at 8:22 or 8:21 or something, so 11:20. So NPC 2000. We were already talking about the ones and twos. Let's make some beats, y'all. Oh man, were you watching the stream, TJ? All right, let's move on. And then we got right. So wait, but yeah, last thoughts. Low light. Did you pre-order it? Did you
Oh,
did you
yeah.
grab it?
Yeah. You kidding
Dude,
me?
aren't we monetized? You just ruined it. Oh, here we go. All
It's
right,
the
anyway,
first 10
it was
minutes. We're
worth
good.
it.
We're good.
Do we get one swear like rated R movie?
I think I
Like
don't. Here's the thing. We're still getting monetized, and we curse all the time.
really?
So
We're still making our pennies.
I think I think
It
Tony
pays
said
it pays for tax for all our G.I. Joe classified
right.
figures. So we're
The
tax
pesos
free.
pushing me in. Yeah, I think it's the fact that it's within the first like 10 minutes. You can't and also it's not like we're like cursing up a storm.
Right.
Like this is
Right.
not like a Guy Ritchie film, all right, or a Tarantino film. It's like every now and then. But yeah, I got
Gotcha.
low light. I got all three of
All
them.
right, cool. Yeah, of course, I got it. Yeah, you look at Tony; he's having a good time. All right, so
Yeah,
we got Grunt now. It's
we got
Robert
Grunt.
Gunt Graves, and yeah, anybody who wanted your modern military army soldier, you got one, right?
You did, and so I got one, but I think because he didn't sell out, so I think maybe later I might get another two or three just because of the customization value with this one. Uh Nothing spec. Nobody wants to be near your ass. I think with this, thank you, Shark Guys. I appreciate that. I think. God damn it. Thank you, Black. Thank you, Genghis. There are so many swap opportunities with this. You can put them. You can army build this guy. I mean, look at this. It's just, especially with the helmet. Travis, what is it?
Oh, the steel core.
Steel core helmet. Yes.
Yeah, and we got a shot of that right here.
Yeah, there we go. So you literally have like 10 of these guys with those steel core helmets on. No one knows who they are, and just have Grunt leading them out. It's perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah, and I like Black Genghis. Shout out to KJ in the chat. He said you could basically get another stalker. I'm sure at this point you can get one for like 10 or 12, 15 bucks and put the helmet on that. Anybody with green, OD green,
yep,
you could do that. And then he was talking about whiting out the name or whatever like that. Because I think Lenny didn't address that. We thought maybe the name would be removable. That'd be real hard to do on a mass.
It'd be really hard to do.
You could do it on like a custom or something, but like a mass produced item that's so tiny and small and like could lead to a lot of mistakes where people are gonna have to return it and stuff. So it probably wasn't worth it. I think the whiteout is a good idea. And man, if you got skills and you can, or this is probably gonna be, what was it? There's gonna be some people out there. We'll talk Saturday, a lot of custom stuff, but there's gonna be people out there with name tags for us that are already made up. You could just probably grab a roll of those. That'll be pretty good. But yeah, kind of looking at, we got the cool ass data pad. He's watching today's Nintendo Direct, man. He wants to see what new Mario games are out there.
Where did I put? Oh, there's like.
He's on Cobra Island. He's like, do I get YouTube?
So, and who can I rip off today? Look, so let me go to my cover girl real quick. I love this figure just for her data pad. I love that they're doing here. I'm gonna put myself solo just so people can see. Like, and if you're watching the show, you have her, but like the data pad that they do, like these are like legit, like the attention to detail is fantastic. So the fact that Trav, we're gonna get that in his like little data pad, I love it. I think it's fantastic. I think, like I think outside of my Indiana Jones, I think my top 10 figures of the year are gonna be nothing but GI Joes.
Yeah, and I gotta say, today, whatever, Super Mario, and then that Super Mario Wonder or whatever at the end, that was the side scrolling. This was a good Nintendo Direct, but they had to wait like 2 weeks after our like E3. They couldn't just drop it last week. Anyway, moving on. How about that? He's got himself a haircut, a neat one.
Nice fade. You got the fade.
Yeah, we're getting it's not the best face, but for a grunt, I think it's a great face, and it's much better than Falcon. So
I saw, dude, I won't lie, I still haven't gotten Falcon because of that face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can plop on different heads on. Let's see if I got mine on it. Hang on. Yeah, we got this one right here.
Let me see. Which head is that?
That's Blowback from Action Force.
Oh, I gotcha.
So, and I know, I think Tony. Yeah, it was Tony. He added more detail so he doesn't look like all googly-eyed like a lot of those figures did. But it's still like, compare that to Falcon, right? It's like almost it's so far this is the best. I've seen people putting Frank Castle. I'm like, I don't want Frank Castle as Falcon.
Yeah, no, it looks weird.
I want someone new. I don't want a Marvel character. But yeah,
I gotcha. Pretty good. Once again, he comes with a bunch of different, Oh wait, my bad, dude. Hold on. Oh, we're going back here. Okay, look at this. Look, he comes with let's see. Let me put my notes real quick.
Well, the XMLR, which is the original laser rifle from a Real American Hero, and that's the one with the green barrel. And then it's a Hasbro M16. It's not going to be
right.
It's not reg, but you know, it depends how hardcore you are. If you're a military guy, you know, you're gonna replace that with a gridiron. But if you're not, then I'm sure most casual fans aren't gonna notice anything. They're
Dude,
not
I'm
gonna
only
notice
look
that
when he
it's
comes in, I'm
wrong.
putting him with that two-tone laser blaster because I want laser blasters. You
Yeah.
know, they don't hit anything, obviously, because G.I. Joe and Cobra never, hit one another in the cartoon. Although I loved the G.I. Joe cartoon from Community, where Winger just killed everyone. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're combining guns and stuff to
Exactly.
save face. That's it's you know whatever. So, but man, it's action packed, right? Low light is $24.99. Comes with a case, which, to be honest, some people bought that case alone for $30 from friends of ours, and now you're getting a figure. It's mass produced, so they have the ability to do that. You know, going through
Exactly.
factories in China and everything, but you're getting good quality for the new 1999, which is 24.99. You're getting a lot. Here you get another head sculpt, which is the helmet. You know, it's not a helmet. The Steel Brigade is a head sculpt. You know what I mean? It's not it doesn't fit over the head. It's a replaceable onto the pin. So,
And I
but
hate
yeah.
that you said the new 1999 is it's true. 24.99 is the new 1999. Um, but I mean, but still, for that price, because right now Hasbro has a bunch of figures on the shelves at that price, and it all depends, as we've talked about multiple times on in ad nauseum about this.
Mhm,
What do you get for that price? And GI Joe comes with a shit ton.
mhm. And so, do we have the let's see if we could do this closer. Is that the dragonfly? Because
Yeah,
there isn't a I don't think there were any Easter eggs. Everything's kind of on fire back there. And man, that brown really pops on him too. I like
it
it's
really does. It really
yeah,
does.
on the secondary and everything, and his you know, holster straps and stuff. But he's looking real good. And yeah, they did a good job with this photography. And
I mean,
yeah,
that's
just to
just
give you another look, it's a two for guys. I mean, if you want to just replace the name, like you said, you can even do different flags, you know? You could do Japanese flag, British
that'd
flag,
be cool.
Mexican flag. That'd be cool to have a whole army like a universal global team and just replace the flags if we can find stickers that small too. So yeah, and then there'll be stickers for data pads on the you know, too. So we'll have different things. Probably some silly things. I'm sure there'll be one of like Jean Grey and Scott Summers too. So
No, no,
but yeah,
betcha.
you're looking good. Looking good. We're liking Grunt so far. This
I'm
photography.
digging Grunt. I'm digging Grunt.
All right. But
And finally,
this the star of the show.
so he's dude. So Snow Serpent sold out in 4 minutes on Pulse.
Wow.
Like he went like that. I got him off Amazon.
And
But
people are army building a $35 figure.
that's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't blame them. And then they gave us a reason to by calling the wolf pelt an alpha. Like that's just man, Lenny is also doing some genius marketing while he's designing. He's
Right.
making them some bucks, man. They got to give that guy like another promotion, whatever it is, because he's not only designing terrific figures that take, you know, 80s sensibilities and making them modern. He's adding little details like Grunt. Like Grunt didn't have to come with a Steel Brigade helmet. It does. So guess
No,
what? People
he
are
didn't.
building
No.
it. Now this wolf pelt. Oh, he's the alpha. So guess what? You're gonna need at least 3. So you can have 2 troops and 1 alpha, right? Alpha team leader. So man.
Like it's that attention to detail
Yeah.
that
Yeah, hit
makes
the like button, y'all. Do us a favor. It takes 2 seconds. Really appreciate that. Joe kind of June every Wednesday. Come on. Give us
now
46
Goldilocks is
likes.
here.
There we go.
Zen.
And we love you, Zen. So
Um
how we feeling about the snow serpent? You got one?
I got one for now. I might get one later on down the road, because yeah, you need the leader of the pack. But dude, I mean, look at this. Like, it gives so much with this.
People were complaining about the wolf pelt
Oh,
tape, and it's like it's gonna be $35 anyway. We knew this, even in the leaks. We
right,
knew it
but
was gonna match Snow Job's price, and they're giving you
we'll go back. But
yeah,
how can you
that's fine.
complain? Look at this.
Look, you can have a snow wolf, like someone said, you know?
Yeah, but look at all it comes with. You get the rocket launcher, you get the rocket launcher, the bag, and the 4 missiles. That's $25 just because bazooka. All right, then you get the goggles, the 2 guns, the laser gun, the knife, the pelts, the snowboard, the snowshoes. Like, it's like, I mean, come
It's
on.
crazy.
Like,
There are 5 guns
I
plus
love
4
this.
4 rockets a mag. Yeah, that's so I know Leanne Hobbs, she's probably sleeping. It's like in the middle of the night there, but she's
Right.
great with photography and like was wowed by this hanging 10, bruh. Like, look at the things you could do with this, right? It's just
I mean,
awesome.
it's yeah. This reminds me of Triple X. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just the Vin Diesel classic. But look at this. Like, this is and no, KJ, I don't either. Like, but at this time, if you're complaining, you're just like, you just want to be unhappy. Now, if there's like a
Mhm.
legit reason to be to be upset about something, fine. Like, if we only got like the figure with like the pelt and nothing else for 35, fine, complain about that.
Sure.
But like this, like the fact that
Yeah.
you can do this, the fact that you can make like, look at that, like, cover of the box. Like, you like that is like all that comes with, like, come on.
How cool was it that we got the eels last week and then we got the, you know, the Arctic specialist version of the eels the following
Right?
week, you know what I mean? So I just thought that was
Is
I
there
thought
like
that
an
was
so I
real
feel like we got
special.
land and water. Is there an air version that could be coming out next year or next week? Because
A land version of the eels. Um,
right,
Sky Snake.
Sky.
Dope. Yeah. Which reminds me, we're talking Snow Serpent, Serpentor right here. Right
Hey,
here,
there's
this
a
bad boy.
painter.
He went back in stock. Did anybody grab this guy right here? This was a what was it? Pulse exclusive? Pulse Con exclusive, right? From last year. So oh,
Greg,
thanks
you're
so much.
awesome.
Slickalicious. Thank you,
Just for
man.
you, Craig. Just for you.
Appreciate
Nice
that,
shot of
man.
my chest. There you go, buddy. Um, no,
Let's take a look
this
at
is
some of the packaging too. Yeah.
this is fantastic. I mean, I do. I think it's great. The one drawback. Okay, so this isn't a complaint per se,
Oh,
but
let's complain. Let's bitch and moan. Let's get at that ass.
but looking at the art. Hold on, let's see. Let's go back to the box real quick. I know they have them in a cool pose. But I kind of like when they did like straight up art, like
Oh,
comic
so
book
you
art.
don't like you actually are in the minority because a lot of people love the photography because on the side of the box is the panoramic art
Right, and
like we got here. You got the let's see.
right,
And
and so
now we
like
get the number and the art, you know what I mean?
right, and I
So I'm
love
just
that. I love that. Like if you look at here, I'll go solo. So if you look, like I love the artwork. I do. I think it's fantastic. I think it looks great. Um,
Johnny Reno. That's
that's
funny.
funny.
Yeah, I
Um,
think Timber's a little upset. This is the face he's making
oh,
about these snow
September.
serpents. Like
Hmm.
we're gonna see Wolf Dude Serpent with
Yeah.
timber all over him, and people are gonna put blood. I
Oh yeah,
cannot wait,
can't wait for
man.
that.
Like,
Can't wait for that shit.
that's
Um,
gonna be sick.
but no, like when we're looking at that's did I do too
What
far?
happened there?
There we go. So when we but like I love the art on the side, but
Mhm.
I like I do like this, and I get that we're getting this, and this is cool, and this is a full I don't know.
I don't think you
I am,
need the art on the front if you're gonna show it off on a bookcase on the side anyway, and then this gives you a chance to get something else.
and that's fair. And that's fair.
And you get the accessories for people, like, because it's a blind box basically. So at least they're showing all, like, look at all the shit that comes in this
Look at that.
box.
That's
So
insane.
it's kind of like we're going back to the Windows next year in the spring, but it's like for now, this is the best case scenario Hasbro has done. And it
Uh,
happens to be G.I. Joe. So
it's GI Joe. It's GI Joe. It's true
oh,
though. Yeah.
that reminds me of my the Storm Shadow I have with, like, he's got like 6 gridiron backpacks on full of
Yeah.
weapons. The ultimate Storm Shadow. Yeah, I grabbed like 2 from Amazon and then just ordered 1 or 2 from everywhere else, and then
Oh,
I
did
think
you?
I'll be good with 3 because that's $100 worth. But man, if all the stuff you're getting for $100 for 3, it's a lot of stuff. So
It
kind
is.
of wish it came with all that stuff and like 2 of them, because I don't need all the stuff 3 times. I only
And you know
need
what?
all the stuff really for every 2 figures, like a 2-pack of them. You
Yeah,
know what I
if
mean?
they, I think if bye Diana. Hopefully everything's fine and
Yeah.
safe.
Oh man, yeah.
Um,
Because we needed her input for the comic stuff later, but that's okay. She'll have to
yeah.
check out the replay.
I think that I do agree with you. I think this could have been a 2-pack. Because of all of this, like you can't one figure you can't have the snowshoes and the snowboard and like it's just
Mhm.
like 2 would have been cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So all right, I'm gonna complain for a second here. So the original gun was an AK-47, Soviet issued rifle. So getting like a that instead, yeah, it would have been nice to, but I think the reason for the wolf pelt, the different guns, obviously we talked about, we had the mortar, which reminds me right here, and this was Black Genghis wrote this on his post today, brilliant post.
Yeah.
Look at, you got that launcher, right? You
Yeah.
got the mortar launcher. So you could use this if you want to stay kind of classic with your Storm. And this is a terrific Black Series figure too. Actually comes with a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
there you go. And you got this cool thing. So yeah, you could kind of replicate the Real American Hero version. And I think the reason of that is because we're gonna probably get a retro carded, like, dumbed down. It won't
Yeah.
come with the pelt
Yeah.
and the cape,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
probably won't need, it'll come with a lot less guns, because we have like a weird greaser gun with a scope on it. Like, I don't know. There's some weird gun things going on here. Again,
I
kind of taking liberties, being fantasy, but
Yeah, I think this is one of those ones that they are kind of like blending uh sci-fi and reality. And that's fine. It's GI Joe. It's supposed
yeah.
to, like I know people want just strictly reality, but
Oh, so actually you called it a ghillie suit? And was he talking about, someone earlier said low light's going to look good in the ghillie suit? Did he mean low light's going to look good in the wolf pelt? Now I'm all confused.
yeah,
Oh, he
I'm
meant a ghillie suit on his show. Okay. I was like, because actually now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, ghillie suit with this would be funky. You get the snow with the just regular grass. You'd have to like paint the grass white. We need like a snow ghillie suit. I think Valaverse is making one of those too. I think they're making like a snow ghillie suit. I think that's one of the reveals from Joe Fest, but yeah. All right, what else we got going on? We got a
let's
comment here from Baldy. It's a tie for Snow Serpent and Grunt. Low light is good. Yeah, if I
Ooh.
were to do whiskeys, I'd say this gets a 475, just because I would rather have the classic guns, but I think they're going to do a retro carded version, so that way we get the more classic guns and less of the stuff. Maybe it'll be painted more appropriate to what we had in the 80s.
Okay.
But so I go 475. Grunt 4.5, man, because it's so good. The twofer, just like almost a 5, just because how can you even make that even better, right? But it's just kind of, I'll give it a 4.5, just because he's just not incredibly impressive on the shelf, but he fits what he does. I mean, Grunt, right? If Duke is Michael Jordan, right? If Duke is Michael Jordan of G.I. Joe, Grunt is Jerry West. He's the logo. I mean, obviously the logo is the U.S. flag, a Real American Hero, but he is like the poster boy.
I like that.
He is the logo, I think. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's
So
good. That's good.
they
Um,
made it mil spec. They added he gave him Call of Duty, and people that were like, "Oh, I wanted a classic helmet for Grunt." We're gonna get it. They already made a retro card at Walmart when they were doing the 4-inch retro.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the 6-inch retro carded Grunt, which will have the classic, old school helmet, the Vietnam helmet and everything. You know what I mean?
So I'm switching Lowlight and Grunt. I think Lowlight actually came out. Lowlight for me was my highlight of the day after the Snow Serpent. I loved that Lowlight. And the thing is, like, I'm coming into this with like no attachment to the originals because I never had Lowlight, didn't have Grunt, didn't have. I only had Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow as a kid. So, but that Lowlight looked so damn good for me that I'm like, that's my winner. But once again, like, look, if you like Grunt, you love Grunt. If you like this, if you thought Snow Serpent was the best one, then you think. I mean, I'm not gonna like say, like, no, you're wrong. No, like for me personally.
Yeah. So what would you do with whiskey grades? I would also give Lowlight a 4. So I go 4, 4.5 Grunt, 4.75 Snow Serpent. I mean, they really just Lowlight. They couldn't really add any more. To me, he's kind of a boring character, but he suits a purpose. Like he's dark. He's nice sniper, nice spotter, whatever. And he's got the shades because they're oversized. It makes it GI Joe. If they were too small, it would just be a dude with red shades.
Right.
I'm looking at it and they look ridiculous, and that's GI Joe.
Exactly.
So
if I'm grading these, Snow Serpent 4.75. I think that it was almost like an embarrassment of riches. 4.75, amazing. Lowlight 4.5, Grunt 4.25.
Cool.
Like I can't bitch about any of these. I cannot bitch about any of these. So they're all like, they're all fantastic. And yeah, Zen, you're right. It is the McFarlane like bags under the eyes.
Well, they did that on purpose, though.
Yeah,
so I don't know. But
but
they're saying side eye, which would be different than bags under the eye. But maybe the bags under the eye create the side eye, kind of like my blowback. But I don't know. Well, I think they did great. I mean, it's really not a whole lot more you could have done. Maybe a better looking sniper rifle, but we're gonna go third party if we really care about guns that much anyway, right?
Yeah, and if like for me, it's like how does the figure look? And for me, the figure looks amazing. Yeah. It does.
And like Genghis said, I think I got like a whole bag of AKs from like I'm pretty sure like every time I buy $100 worth, I get like an AK folded and all kind of different ones. So we got plenty. But you ready to move on to HasLabby?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Glenda
from Argentina.
Jane Mulligan, right? Argentina in the house, man.
We should have had like a spoiler warning coming up before this, like whiny bitch alert, because many people were complaining about this. She looks fantastic. I actually went to I posted a video last week on TikTok after like everyone was bitching about it because she looks great.
I gotta interfere for 1 second because look, check this out.
It's true.
Right on cue. I gotta show this off. These my dude JPD Customs. Look at that. Look at those shades on Bret Hart. Like he gave me the foil. I got the foil sticker that fits on the ultimate perfectly. I love that. So I had to. There you go, usual Mike. Thought that would make you happy.
I gotta admit, just never been a big Bret Hart fan. Never was. Thank you, Tony.
The best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Okay, going on to Glenda. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh, that's funny, man. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of shouting out Genghis the most here, and he's the host on Saturday's Terradrome as usual. But he was saying in his post, the outfit is very patriotic, towards the home roots and everything.
Yep,
and then
blue and white. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we talked about before the show, we talked about it with Tony, the tooling, right? Yep. We got Retro Scarlet is happening. Here you go. There you go. Right on cue. Tony in the house. And And then The Flash, good movie. I liked it. I reviewed it. No, wait, other Flash. Sorry, not that one. But yeah, we got the power pack, and obviously we got ourselves a rifle that goes with the classic OG 13 Flash. So we got some tooling that future proofing, like Lenny says, future tooling, future proofing. Yeah, everything has to have a purpose beyond the immediate. So we're getting that with this gal. And how do you feel about this choice, Bobby?
Look, like we said before, HasLab is the time for the deep cuts. Because I think if she was mainline, it wouldn't go anywhere.
No.
But HasLab, like, this is where you get the deep cuts. This is where you get the figures. I'm like, I have no idea who Glenda was, but she looked cool. She looks like Scarlet, and like, it looks fantastic. You get the 2 different hairstyles, the helmet, the fist, it's just the tooling. I was 100% on board for this, and right now we are at 13,817. So
okay, it went up 6 since we started. It was 811. So we got 6 people bought it in the last hour and a half.
Yes.
So, I don't hate that. So last week we broke the news during our show that it broke to 13, right? And that's where we got ripcord.
Yep.
And 800 and what was it? 17 people
800
have bought it in a week. And I don't, considering that most of us in the chat, most of us in the community made our decision day 1 or day 2 or the weekend. The fact that 800 people bought it more, and we still have 25, 26 days or something like that.
I think it's 26 days left. Let me just double check.
Yeah. So we have almost a month. We got 3.5 weeks to get, what do we need? 19, but to get her, we need 16, right? Am I right?
Yes, to get her 16, we have 27 days, 2 hours, and 30 minutes left.
I think what'll happen is it'll be a slow crawl to get Glenda, right?
Yes.
Representing the Commandos Heroicos. But when we get her and they reveal the 3rd tier, which I think most of us now are assuming it is retro Hawk, a retro carded Hawk or some kind of Hawk.
I thought we were talking Airborne.
That could be the other one, but I'm not sure. So Hawk, you're not going to get like the mainline Hawk. You're going to get some kind of, because remember Cobra Commander, right? I think that's the connection people are making. You know what I mean?
So here's what I was trying to figure out because so with the his tank, we got the early bird special, and then we got the 2 different like drivers, whatever, and then we got that retro Cobra.
Yeah, female gunner, the tank driver, and then the specialist, and then the Cobra Commander.
Yeah. So this one is Wild Bill. We've got Ripcord,
Night Force Ripcord.
Yeah, Night Force Ripcord. Got Glenda.
I didn't think we would get another pilot, but now she's not going to pilot the Dragonfly, but she's sure going to pilot this.
Is that?
Yeah, do it. Do the. I went and grabbed one of these because I feel like there's going to be a rush of people once Glenda. I bought it because Target, you got 90 days to return it. It was $26. And I was like, I better get these before they sell out because everyone's going to grab one. You don't even have to paint the damn thing. Look.
You know what? Travis, I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that.
I mean, there was someone gave instructions. I copied and pasted it into an email because they were saying that you're able to like kind of fix the window and do some very little minimal custom work to it to get the figures to really fit in there and everything. And everyone seems to say it works great. So I was like, I have nothing to lose. I'm keeping it in the box. If it goes on sale or clearance, I can return it and get money back. Like, it's just in my pocket because if they sell out for good or something, then I'm going to be, it could be an eBay thing. Right now, it's just clogging shelves, but I was like, better safe than sorry. It's $26.
The only reason I'm saying it's not the OG Hawk or Duke is because they said that they were recruiting new Joes. and so these are, I think all 4 of them are right. Is
That's
gonna
hilarious.
be they're all gonna be new Joes. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they did say it would be a new recruit, and I don't think Hawk is a recruit.
nope,
He's the one doing the
he's
recruiting.
recruiting. He's like, I recruit myself.
Yeah, and the thing is, we talked about it on the Terradroma last show, and yeah, there's a gimmick, you know, and I know I copied and pasted it so that way I could do it. But we don't have a gunner. So we got 2 pilots and we got a, you know, a paratrooper. We don't have a gunner, and that's the front seat of the cockpit. So
Right.
airborne fits that. I mean, it, you know, Hawk could fit that. He's also a leader, but you kind of want, you know, it's kind of a guy protecting the pilot. I don't see Hawk being that, but Hawk could be that, just has nothing to do with the Dragonfly kind of character that's just thrown in like Cobra Commander. I mean, Cobra Commander obviously has to do with the hiss. He's on the box of the original box. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not saying Hawk has nothing to do with the Dragonfly. Don't quote that, but I'm saying like we need someone to sit in that front seat and operate like those 19 different dragon breath guns and
Right.
you know, chips and salsa and all that. And I don't know if that's Hawk. And I don't know if it would be Glenda. I mean, she's more of a, you know, a pilot. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's airborne makes sense, but you don't want to lock mainline airborne behind that, right?
No,
Ground crew.
once again, I don't think it'll be a mainline. I think it'll be.
Yeah.
I think they might go like and if this didn't exist, then but maybe like a Night Force airborne, like make him an Night Force, like do this like a what works type team, right?
Yeah.
So
No, that could happen. I love this meme from Baldy Locks because it's actually showing they care about you know, realistic you
right,
know, things, and they don't always just do things for the sake. They actually care. So I thought it was really fun. And just taking a look back, obviously we have the retro carded
yep,
Scarlet, you know, 4-inch and everything, and then kind of her classic character, which is now, I know people were saying that TK Toy Connections was saying he's found one loose for like, I don't know, I think it was 300 or 600 or something like that
yeah,
at Joe Fest. That's loose. So imagine a mint
yeah,
one, right?
oh yeah,
Thousands. But yeah, well, I'm cool with Glenda, and I hope it succeeds and
yeah.
we're there. But
One second,
yeah,
Trev,
go ahead.
I just want to show this off real quick. I think this is uh I'd rather deep cut than another sub team mainliner. Like I think that with the HasLab, like I said before, like this is where you do the deep cuts.
Right, but do you do all deep cuts? We had Cobra Commander as part of the hiss, so that's the thing. And then so Ripcord isn't a deep cut, but a Night Force Ripcord somewhat is
Somewhat
technically.
is, and that's why I think that
Somewhat is, since it was a character that was not created till the Sky Striker HasLab. So you
right,
know what I mean, as far as a sub team is concerned. So
right. So I think we go. I think the next one will be not maybe a deep cut, but I think it's someone that we want.
Yeah.
That will push it to 19.
Right.
And then you get like I think we get an alternate, and then we get the original or OG in the main line because we've already got the tooling.
Yeah. I don't see like Lift Ticket or Crazy Legs. I don't see anybody from the Tomahawk coming out, but yeah, you never know. All right, so we got let's move on. We got a lot.
Let's
So
move
we
on.
got heavy duty.
Yes.
He Hasbro applied the trademark this week.
Yes. I mean it's great. It's one of the Joes I think we've all been like missing in our collection. And
What do you mean missing? He's right here.
okay, I'm missing.
You couldn't grab this. This was like on super clearance forever. Obviously not the loadout. That's Gridiron. But no, this is not. This is Roadblock. And I mean, it could be heavy duty.
It could be heavy duty, but yeah.
If you look at him, I mean, he's clean shaven there, whatever, doesn't matter. But then you look at that, he's got a little facial
That's
hair.
what I want. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one we'll get. I don't it'd be, I'm sure Lenny's biting at the bit to make that a modern day version of that toilet seat missile launch. I mean, That is something else. It's heavy duty in more ways than one. Yeah, see, everybody's got Cobra Island Roadblock as their heavy duty, but it's okay. We'll have several versions of different how many freaking Snake Eyes do we have? We can have a couple heavy duties. So all right, that's it. All right, moving on, right? We good? Oh, did you freeze? I think Bobby froze. All right, I'll take over till he comes back. I don't know what happened. All right, so anyway, it is time for the Skybound era. We're still going to talk toys. Don't go anywhere, guys, but we'll make this quick. G.I. Joe, a real American hero, 1301, coming off the heels of Larry Hama's birthday. How cool is it? He's continuing. Robert Kirkman said, I don't want to live in a world where Larry Hama isn't continuing his unparalleled run on G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. And thanks to Skybound, my company, I won't have to. So it's great. We're getting Larry Hama, whether you love him, hate him, don't care. It's a great gesture. He's continuing the story. That's why we need Diana Davis here, especially since Bobby's frozen. Well, check it out. This comes out November 14th. And, it's just kind of a jumping on point. Also continues. They mentioned Duke, Scarlet, Roadblock, Storm Shadow, Cobra Commander, Serpentor, and the return of the original Snake Eyes. Sorry, spoiler alert for 300. I'm sure you've known by now. And I don't know what the hell happened to Bobby. But anyway, the pencilist is Chris Money Mooneyham.
What the hell, Bobby?
Yeah, I don't know. Tony, what up, man? He did Nightwing, and they got covers from Andy Kubert. So we got that. Robert Kirkman is creating the Energon. I want to know, guys, in the chat, have you seen Rise of the Beasts? Have you seen the end? Look, if we're gonna kind of spoil a little bit, it's not. I mean, we know, right? We know this is a connected universe in the comics. It's connected in the movies, and we're having, we're doing the Energon universe now in Skybound in the comics. So, how do we feel about G.I. Joe? Right, we don't have any media except for whatever movie we're getting from Paramount. We desperately need a TV series, like something on Paramount Plus or something that would really can take the time. I mean, there's 300 characters, really take the time and explore this diverse universe. But they're doing movies, and they're gonna feed off the success of Transformers in order to get G.I. Joe out there. In my opinion, why not? At this point, we have 3 considered bad G.I. Joe movies, mixed reviews.
There we go. Hey, Bobby.
Bobby's back in the house.
Hey,
and
guys.
Bobby, have you listened for any? Do we able to even hear the show at least?
So listen, apparently there's a huge storm coming through right now in Houston.
Oh, okay.
So I've lost power twice now.
Ooh.
So if I do lose y'all, I might have to like plug in my phone and try to hop on that way. So I've been without power the last 2-3 minutes trying to hop on.
And you are back on. You're a super trooper, dude, for sure.
I try.
So let's catch up with some of these comments real quick.
Yes.
Here we go. All right. Oh, stay tuned. We got Battle Force 2000 talk at the end of the show. What do we got? Hell yeah, looking forward to whoa. I don't know what it's okay. Sorry about that. I'll let Tony do his thing. But yeah, 301 for sure. We just showed that. Stupid ass Skybound has got me buying comics. I would hate to lose another wave for Movie Joes. I mean, they're not going to ignore the movies.
No, they're not.
They're not going to ignore them, but you can. And if you wait a year or two, you can get them for like $5. That's assuming the movie is shit. I mean, I like the Snake Eyes movie. That was okay. But imagine, like, if it's a great movie, the figures might sell. I mean, they probably won't sell out or anything, but they might sell, and they might take a while to go on clearance. But more than likely, they will go on clearance. Movie tie-in things. Usually do.
So real quick, I want to comment on this on KJ's comment real quick.
Please do take your time.
The real feel yesterday in the sun, And no, it didn't, Tony. Snake Eyes movie was fun. It was a fun movie. The real feel in the sun yesterday here in Houston was 123. At 5 o'clock this afternoon, the real feel was 114.
Wow.
That is what we're dealing with right now. So
wow. Okay. We'll be safe, dude.
Yeah, it's insane.
If you gotta go, you gotta go, man. You know, if you gotta okay.
Well, the only way I'm gonna go is if I lose power completely. So yeah, that could always happen.
For sure. So what did we think of Void Rivals? Did you read it?
I tried it, wouldn't download, and all my comic book shops here in Houston are sold out. They like that day one.
Oh, my the Dropbox thing I sent you wouldn't work.
That's all right. I'm waiting for it to come. Look, it is Kirkman. David, I appreciate that. I will. I didn't know that a highway buckled from the heat in Houston today, but I'm not shocked. I haven't watched the news today. So look, this is Kirkman. I've heard that it's kind of like, it's your standard, like a decent comic book. Kirkman, Invincible, Walking Dead, Amazing Wolfman. Like, Kirkman does good books. Usually that first issue is maybe a bit of a slow burn. Like, he establishes his world very well. And so even if Void Rivals 1 is kind of like a slow start, I would put money.
Oh, man, that looked like lightning. I hope my dude's okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, damn it. But all right, continuing this, we won't spend a whole lot of time on this, but check it out. So basically, out of this comic book from Skybound, and listen, guys, this could be important because Hasbro they have the movie rights, they have comic rights. Gotta think, Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead. Say what you will about The Walking Dead and what they're doing now, but that was a very successful show for almost a decade. Right. And he's hit and miss with his comics. Sure. It's not always been perfect. But then you look at Invincible. We got ourselves an amazing animated series that is violent as F.
Say it.
Violent AF. And so they could give us if he's having a good time with these comics and they're selling and they're doing good, we could get a Robert Kirkman animated series. And I'm sure that's a polarizing statement, but it's better than no animated series. Like, even if you don't like him, Invincible and Walking Dead, that's amazing, right? And he's got plenty of other work, but giving us an Energon universe or a Void Rivals, and this could be the start of something good. And while it starts in the pages, that's also where some of these great TV shows that we watched over the last few years, 10 years, started. So we need media. We need media with G.I. Joe. And if it starts with this little comic, which I thought was okay, artwork's really good. We got Lorenzo Di Felici, Matthew Lopez, butchering all those names. It is what it is.
It looks really good, though. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, no, the artwork is good. I think he took a basic approach and really kept it simple. And it's kind of more about the visual stuff than really the dialogue. And yeah, man. Not sure why he's asking the backstage host where he's at, but he's in Phoenix. He should be okay. He's a big Transformers nerd, and when I read some of the stuff, how he's really thrilled, and he grew up just like we did around that time with most of us, like with the 80s nostalgia G.I. Joe. So let's give him a chance, right? And he worked with Lorenzo on Oblivion Song. I read a couple issues, pretty good. And yeah, we'll have to see what happens, man. I mean, there's you got a pilot and his rival, they crash on this desolate planet, and then these two enemies have to figure out a way to escape. And when they try to escape from this planet, they discover all these things. And that's kind of, they're just discovering, jet fire and whatnot. And that's kind of why we have some of these spoiler covers, if you will. But you guys are Joe fans, so you want to hear the spoilers on this. And
you see this?
Yep. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I know, right?
Wow. Okay.
That blows.
All right, cool.
But,
you want to hop on? You want to hop on too, visual?
Yeah, hang on.
Cool. You're cool. Lot of questions for the backstage man. I love it. Backstage man getting a lot of love. But check it out, right? Issue number 2 coming at you from Image Comics comes out Comic-Con week, and we'll have more about Comic-Con and the shows to come, but the next issue right before Comic-Con. So that's interesting. And then a month later, we get a third issue kind of with this whole sacred ring thing and prisoners on the ship and like, all this. Yeah, it's going to get wacky, but hopefully we see more, from G.I. Joe and whatnot. So let's talk to the folks here. I don't know if Tony's there yet. No, he's not. So, all right. G.I. Joe and Transformers have had a long-standing history in the comics. This isn't something new. This is dating back to 86, 87 with the miniseries from Marvel, G.I. Joe and the Transformers. And then, of course, in 93 on the right, you got the crazy 90s, right? You got look at it. You got Gen 2 Megatron. He's all decked out in camo. And he's, is hanging out with Cobra Commander, Coco. And you got Ninja Force. And they're really spotlighting Snake Eyes then. That's probably when they should have did the movie. But that's around issues 139, 140. So, yeah, we saw a lot of different crossovers. Of course, in Gen 2 in the 90s around the same time, we had Geo characters as well. And then that all continued with Dreamwave and Devil's Due, of course, who had the great G.I. Joe run, or not so great, depending on your perspective. But then we had IDW really got a hold of this with Transformers G.I. Joe in the mid 2014, 2016. And then we had this First Strike crossover, which actually it's sad that Bobby's not here because Mask was part of this too. So it was really, they kind of had this whole giant Hasbro property universe. Tony, he is
Tony Daddy does it again.
Sixth man of the year. What's happening, man?
With the Spidey rug right behind me.
That's right. But just to kind of continue this news, because guys, go check out if you can Void Rivals, because this is going to open up a new Transformers Joe universe, and it starts here, right? So we got ourselves. Even before this, Tony, we got ourselves a Duke #1, right? And you know who's taken over Duke #1? Arguably the best writer in
Larry,
DC
right?
Comics right now. What's up?
It's not Larry, is it?
No. Larry is doing 301.
He's doing 301. G.I. Joe continues. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right. So we'll get that up on the screen. So yeah, that's Larry Hama's.
That's the one I'm getting. That's the one I'm going to start following.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But we got Joshua Williamson.
That's right.
And who does? He's done everything. Superman and Dark Ride and all this stuff, and he's doing Duke #1. That's cool that we're getting not just G.I. Joe or Real American Hero. We're gonna get Duke #1. Yeah. Cobra Commander #1. So we got Duke #1, and this is a good writer. This isn't they're treating this G.I. Joe and Transformers with top writers. They're not getting the interns writing this like they could have. Because Larry Hama has so many stories about the reason he was on G.I. Joe that whole time is because nobody wanted to be on a toy property doing comics, and then it was the best-selling comic in the for a long time, at least till X-Men and stuff like that. So
yeah, it was.
We'll see what happens with this, but I'm pretty thrilled with where this is going, especially with the we're gonna get a Conrad Hauser book.
When is this one? So, when is 301 supposed to come out?
301 is coming out in November.
Oh, okay,
and,
nice.
November 14th.
Month. All right.
And Duke #1 is coming out 2 days after Christmas. So
okay, gotcha.
You can't even get it in your stocking. That'd probably be a bad thing if a comic went in your stomach.
Yeah, but screw it up, roll that bitch up. That would suck.
Yeah, but it's going to be a 4-issue limited series. And it'll be cool. He's going to investigate the mysteries behind the Transformers. So they are really connecting everything. And I think it's a great way to start. And then hopefully G.I. Joe has so many rich characters that they can kind of live on their own. But if you want to kind of tug on the heels of the Decepticons and Autobots, I don't blame them. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't blame them. I just, I want to keep them separate. But if they're in the same universe, they know each other, and a couple times they meet up, and I'm all for that. I liked it back then, but I don't like them intertwining their origins. But we'll see.
I'll tell you what. I got to put this comment up. As of now, I'm going to Comic-Con, and if I go,
okay,
and if I go to a panel for one of these Skybound Image comics, which, you know, if there's no big toy panels going on during that, there won't be any TV and movies because we're probably going to have a SAG strike. So there'll probably be no TV and movies, sadly, at all.
Yeah,
but
that's
if
no
I
joke.
go to the, yeah, no, for sure. If I go to the Skybound panel, I will ask Robert Kirkman or whatever if he about Classified and see if he's like, if he knows how hot it is and whether that's something that, you know, they're doing a lot of storytelling on the damn box. That'd be a great question to ask him. How do you feel about doing a series that, you know, we want an animated series, but it's got to start with a comic because that's what they started with in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then you got Cobra Commander, also from Joshua Williamson. So you have that, you know, you have one vision there, and and it looks like it's a world where Cobra doesn't exist. We don't have solicits for those comics yet. They're not out, but he's going to really focus. It focuses on what Energon is with Cobra Commander. And when Cobra doesn't exist and he's focusing on that mysterious alien substance known as Energon and the impact of that. And that comes out in January. And then of course, yeah, we have this one, Transformers #1.
Ooh.
And Daniel Warren Johnson said he was drawing Transformers as a kid, and he's got some cool books. You know, he's done Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, Extremity, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's always going to be the fate of Cybertron. Yeah, and you know, that's it. But you know, we'll see. Is there going to be alliances with Joe and there'll be battle lines and, you know, survival and all that, and that comes out in October. So this will be the next one. We get Transformers #1, and
get Transformers transforming into Joe vehicles,
right?
You know,
right.
Make somebody transform into the Conquest.
Yeah. But actually, that's a great segue, Tony, because next up on the menu is this. I want to ask everybody in the chat watching right now: could we ever see a Transformers and G.I. Joe classified crossover? Like a HasLab or something? It would be freaking crazy. It would be just gigantic. But let's face it, right? We're not getting much news at all from O-Ring. It's a Joe kind of June, Yojo June. We're on, what's the date today? It's the 21st. What do we got? 10 days left? We got 9 or 10 days left in the month, and they haven't mentioned O-Ring at all.
No, it's like over. It's like they're not even paying attention to it anymore. It's like whatever.
Yeah, and it's really polarized the community, especially the 1/18 scale community, as we know. And
Fixer chat.
Yeah, I mean, the immediate answer is this, but look, the Victory Sabers, and they both did well. That Transformers HasLab did great, both of them. And then obviously even the Sky Striker did good, but the Hiss and the Dragonfly are kicking butt.
Yeah.
So do you want to combine? And we all know the teams are close and they have a lot of respect. They could, I mean, I don't know. It could be expensive, but it could be something.
It could be cool.
I wouldn't do something like this because we already got it, but I would, you know, something more of a dream project like HasLab's supposed to be. But what would it be, guys?
Yeah.
Nightbird joins the Irrational. Shockwave and Thunder Machine with Zartan and Zarana.
There we go.
We already have Zarana, but yeah, if it's an Bumblebee, if it's scale, yeah, it would have to be an size, right, in order for it to happen.
Yeah, check that out.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I got it. I got to mess with it more.
Oh, you did buy it? You did get it?
I do have that one. I'm still waiting for the Bumblebee one to go on a sale. I think I got the Megatron one for like $20 or $30 off. But but yeah, I just trying to see what people are saying about this. Yeah. Metroplex Joe headquarters. RC is Silver Mirage. Oh, we got some good answers.
Well, I just think they're going away from O-Ring to me.
Yeah, release the 3D files. I don't think that's something they would do, but oh man. All right. Oh, wait. there's a question above. Did I miss something? Tell me you've read Warren Johnson's How to Do a Power Bomb. That's a comic? Did I miss that? He does a wrestling comic?
I don't know.
Daniel Warren Johnson. He's the new writer.
Send it our way. Send it his way, Mike.
Send me a digital copy, man. Dropbox that to me. All right. Let's move on. We've been going on for a while. Okay. We're gonna go roll out or hold out with some Transformers. And then we have a G.I. Joe trivia after this. So stay tuned.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna go fast. We're gonna go fast and furious, right? So all right, check it out. geekshavegame.com. I still have a blog. I've had this blog for over 10 or 11 years. I reviewed Rise of the Beasts 4D and 4DX. It is the best 4DX movie I've ever seen. Not the best movie I've ever seen. The best movie I've ever seen in 4DX.
4DX.
The chairs that go like it was. The Flash was too much. I just reviewed that in 4DX, and that one, man, if you've never seen 4DX, don't see. The Flash is a good movie in my opinion, but the 4DX was too much. This was
really
perfect. Go check it out. Check out the review, Transformers Rise of the Beasts 4DX at geekshavegame.com. Okay, tying that in. Speaking of, did you see the movie Rise of the Beast?
No. The last thing I saw was I took Aaliyah to Across the Spider-Verse, and I almost had a freaking seizure in that thing. all the portals, you know. I'm like, oh my god! It was great.
4DX?
It was great.
Spider-Verse and 4DX.
Crap. No, I didn't. No, I think right. No,
I think Spider-Verse and 4DX would be too much. But anyway, look, we have Mirage. We have a deluxe Mirage 94 Porsche. It was a breakout character in Rise of the Beast because of, you know, that guy that somehow sleeps with every hot woman in the universe, Pete Davidson. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And I'm a hater. But look, they said they were working on the face to make it more screen accurate, and we got that beautiful 94 Porsche. So here's a preface. I collect Studio Series 86, and I don't even do the buzzworthy Bumblebee buzzworthy. I don't do that. I do 86 Transformers only because I have no room, and I have all the what was the series? War for Cybertron. I have the second and third, the whole all in on those. But I cannot do another Studio Series. But as if I'm just saying just say I collect Transformers. Are these roll out or hold out? Seeing the movie, seeing as a breakout character, seeing how cool it is, seeing how cool the Porsches are, I will say roll out. I'm in.
That's a rollout. I like that. I always like the old school. That Porsche is dope. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got here? Oh, okay. It's hot. It's fire. Send me that comic, dog. Bombshell rollout. Everything else is hold out. Bombshell rollout. Everything is. You jumped the gun on me. Transformers Tuesdays have been pretty good. Where we are getting in the repaint mode, like Black Series. Yeah, everything from Hasbro is getting in the repaint mode, and at least we're getting decent.
They've never stopped.
Right, exactly. So here we go. We got Leader Optimus Primal. Obviously the Beast Wars version of our good old Leader Optimus Prime. They said it will be dark. Dude? What's up?
Who does his voice? You know?
It is homeboy from Sons of Anarchy, Hellboy. What's his name?
Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Somebody say it.
We're gonna look it up.
I just hurt myself.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
I know. I'm like a mad Sons of Anarchy fan.
I know, and I'm the movie guy, so shit.
I know. Come on, man. What are you doing? I gotta turn this light on. Is at least. Oh, here we go. I got the light. I got lights. All right, cool. So what do we got here?
Ron Perlman.
It's going to be darker in final production, and what's cool is it comes with a transwarp key, which you see at the bottom, which is kind of like the thing that drives them all together, and it does come with Prime's axe. This thing's badass. I mean, it transformed. That's a robot version, which isn't too dissimilar to his ape version, but still pretty cool. I love it. I mean, it's pretty basic in tone and grays, but
that'd be a rollout. That'd be a rollout for me right there.
If I was, again, this is if I collected like everything Transformers, but I had to make choices, I would roll out on this one.
You ain't got room.
Right. Okay. So this is core class. I only do the core class characters that are actually core sized. but this is like a way for people to have like a giant collection, like minis. You know what I mean?
Well,
Kinda like
the minis, those are cool, man. Now that's something
Yeah.
for me to think about, because look at them. They all look OG to me, right? They got
Yeah, they're OG. They're tiny. I think it's good like desk fodder. You know, if you're
exactly, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
You get a desk.
They're probably
So
good
it's
at.
cool.
They're probably a good price too.
Yeah, they're not too bad. So I'll say rollout on this, but I respect the game. You know, I wouldn't buy them just for my side, but I would roll out just, you know. And these were a Pulse exclusive. They went on sale yesterday, I believe, and then so we're rolling out. And this is core class Snarl. I'm a big Dinobot fan, but
Really,
I need the deluxe, you know, leader version or Voyager version. I need the big. I need the leader class, the deluxe version, the leader class size. I don't need the core. I need a Snarl. I have Grimlock and all that, but I don't have Snarl yet. So I would say roll out. All right, what are we doing with Shadow Striker here?
Is that a little one? How the scale?
No. So now we're in deluxe. We're in deluxe.
Okay. Scale. Okay. So the big. I like it when they turn into the big vehicles. I like that. So that's a rollout for me. That'd be cool if I was doing it.
Core Snarl is a rollout to finish off the combiners.
Yeah, there you go. I remember that. I remember those. Yeah.
They did show it on the stream that you can so that's kind of also a point in a lot of the core is you can combine it to make a
core class. Okay. Gotcha.
Bombshell. So actually, what's funny is I was catching up on those comics. Bombshell shows up in the G.I. Joe crossover.
Really? All right.
So, I believe it's the Transformers versus G.I. Joe in the 87, the mini. I believe Bombshell's in that. If not, he was in the 90s, but I remember seeing Bombshell in that one. So pretty dope. How you feeling about Bombshell?
Bombshell, I don't know. What is that? Is it an insect?
Right, the fact that we don't know what it is when it transforms is a holdout. Now, just because he's in the comic, got love for that, but yeah.
What is the rollout or holdout? Holdout.
This is the one that Dave Speck said was rollout.
Okay,
so I'll hold out. Yeah, you did get it. It was an insect, but man, I don't know. It's
Insecticon. Not even a Transformer, dude. I got it.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the insect.
No, you like the Dinobots? You Dinobot boy.
Yeah, but I mean, some of the insects are dope, but not this one to me. I'm holding out.
Make a cockroach.
He's a beetle.
This
is funny. We got two. I know very minimal. I got my Transformer shirt.
You know today. Transformers more than
I know
than
the movies. I know the comics, but man, the toys.
I know OG.
I did know the Netflix War for Cybertron series because I watched it and I love the toys. I thought they killed it, but yeah, I'm gonna hold out. All right, we got ourselves. I don't know. It's looks like an Elite reshow here. This strong arm. She's looking all right.
Strong arm.
Right.
Hey,
you strong arm, but I don't know. That car looks meh to me. So
that's what I was gonna say. Capital M.
But I do love look at the face sculpt though. Look at the face.
The face sculpt was dope.
Yeah,
the little Voltron escape. The remind me of the vehicle Voltron guy. But no, that's the vehicle's meh. But is this deluxe now still?
Yeah, we're still in deluxe. This looks like a police pickup truck on a lowrider.
A police
lowrider. Yeah, I don't know what the heck it is.
I don't know what black lights. I don't know what that is.
You guys are hilarious. Dinobot boy. Yeah. You guys are funny. Watching G.I. Joe guys talk Transformers is some comedy. I can't even pronounce this one. Detritus?
What?
I think.
Detritus? Somebody say it. I don't know.
Detritus.
You know.
So
if you don't know, I don't know.
I don't know either, but it's got a cool, sand camo colorway. It comes with Autobot and Megatron logos, so that's pretty cool. Plain Jane for me on this one though. It just
well, you could put Dusty and Snake Eyes with it,
right? It did. If it was classified Super HasLab Deluxe, maybe that could happen. But you know what? Detritus does make a good. He would make a good G.I. Joe crossover vehicle because look at that.
Yeah,
right?
You already got the Dusty. You already got the Kinder Egg Snake Eyes.
Right. So we need some GI. Remember those GI Joe minis they had?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You could fit
Oh
them
yeah.
in there. There we go. For that, I'm rolling out, baby.
Yeah, I'll roll out. It's a little Jeep.
You're riding with Yo Peeps in the Jeep. Here we go.
Back
All right.
seat of my Jeep. Let's swing an episode.
All right, this is getting out of hand. All right, now we're in the Voyager class. It's smaller. I think it's bigger than Deluxe. So if you can get bigger than Deluxe, it's Voyager. That's Bludgeon, baby. So that's pretty crazy. That looks like a 90s GI Joe kind of thing.
That belongs to Battle Force 2000. Oh
yeah, I was gonna say Battle Force 2000, kind of like mid 90s, late 90s, 96, 97 era, but got the cool sword, very Voltron-esque. Gets the bazooka turrets on the shoulders. So we're really going off the hinges. Yeah, you know what? It's funky. I'll give it that. I like. I'll say roll out. I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's colorful. Go ahead, roll out. I'd roll out if I was in it.
Detritus. Ah, that makes sense. Detritus.
Detritus is like leftovers, like dead people leftovers. Yeah.
Tarn repaint without the samurai armor he's known for. I'm glad some people in the chat are knowing what they're talking about.
I know we gotta. I gotta go back to my moderator duties.
But no, we're having fun. Bludgeon is a rollout, baby. We also got a Buddha that had bludgeon head sculpt. Yeah, all right, cool. It looks like the fans agree. All right, we're got Trash Master, baby.
The damn waste management. Waste management here in Arizona.
This is this fits right in Phoenix. You got the colors and everything. The
waste management open. You'd find him there. What's his name? Trash Master?
He's Trash Master. He's a Junkion.
A Junkion. I remember the Junkions.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? Are we rolling out or holding out, fans? G.I. Joe fans? Are we rolling out or holding out? How we feel? I'm going to hold out on this one. I don't think I got enough trash in my room. I'm looking at it. I got trash.
Well, I'm not in on any of them. I don't collect Transformers, but I think I would roll out. I would roll out with this one. I like the vehicles. I like the vehicles, not like the space, all that. But this is like that cop car, that all that, Yeah. So
that's what we're doing right now. Cool. We're just having fun. We're just like, I don't even know what the hell we're talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, Ski Raider. Thank you. I know. I wish I had Bobby. Bobby knows more Transformers than I do.
Oh yeah. That was the point. Well, my man Eric Corpy. We used to have to bring Eric Corpy on. He was an encyclopedia of the Transformers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is.
Roll out. All the Junkions are part formers, so you can build configuration. That is true. That's true.
Crazy. All right.
That's dope. All right, and we got two more, whatever it is. We got leader class Dreadwing. So
look at you. All right. I like the planes. That's a rollout for me. Just because I like that.
Looking very, Victory Saber.
Evil, Gundam. Angular, turns into the jet. That's dope.
Very Gundam-like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Very, very Gundam-like.
He's well made, but go with these two. That's hilarious. I'm gonna roll and hold out. I'm partial to Gundam, but I don't know about this one. How the gun looks plain to me, but we'll see. All right, and we got a Volvo Optimus Prime. I kid you not.
Volvo Optimus. What was the Optimus? Was he a Freightliner? He's a Peterbilt, huh? I can't remember. I think it was a Peterbilt. It was badass.
Peterbilt. Let's take a good look at this thing. Oh yeah,
he was a flat nose truck.
Yeah.
Originally, but then in the the very, very first Transformers movie, he was a rhino looking truck.
I think it's funny that Volvo, which is like a grandma safety car. Safety car. It's like your great grandma safety car is
soccer mom van Volvo.
Soccer mom.
Peterbilt.
But it's sharp. But I think most collectors have enough Optimus Prime, and Volvo is not like Tesla or So we got ourselves Peterbilt was our OG and but all right, I'm gonna hold out. I got enough Optimus Prime, or there's enough options, but it is slick. I do like, if that's the tie-in they got, that's the license, they did a good job. So what do we got here? Love that color rub sticker. Y'all crack me up. Cool. All right. Trivia time, baby. We got trivia before we go. Bonus trivia time. Here it is. All right, guys, pay attention. Trivia time. What Transformers and G.I. Joe characters share the same name? Obviously, on the screen, we got one for you, but we want to know.
That's
You
probably
tell
like the
us,
only
and
one. That's probably the only one I know.
it's the only one you know.
That's probably like going to be the only one I know.
Shockwave. Look at you won. Kidding. There's like 20 of them. So I need more answers, guys. This is
You
we
won.
gave you
You get 3
Shockwave.
points like Jay Bartlett would give you on his trivia.
I don't know. We're not doing no points, nothing, but this is just some last minute. Hey, I was like, if we're gonna do a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover episode, we're gonna need to do this.
We need to bone up on them.
Long shot.
Long shot?
Long shot is not a Transformer. According to my list.
Talking about Dave is smoking that good stuff.
Send me a if you can find a long shot Transformer.
Shockwave.
That's wrong. I have a list of all of them. Thanks to Timmer. I found a video he did of this. So
what did Shockwave transform into? A gun?
You know what? I don't even remember.
Oh, guys, stumped Moody.
It's all right. Oh God, you get something. Viper. I don't think I have Viper on my list.
Laser gun. I was right, baby. All right.
Clutch. I don't even have Clutch on my list. Did this guy forget some
Johnny
of these?
Johnny knows his shit. Now. Johnny knows his shit though. I don't know if there's a Clutch.
I'm gonna have to like look some of these up and like maybe I
we're giving
there is.
Trivia, we don't know.
Clutch is a scooter. Clutch is a scooter.
Clutch is a scooter.
I don't even have that on my list. Maybe I forgot to write that down. Let's see. Viper. I don't have Viper on mine, but I can look that up.
Rachel Viper is a Decepticon or what?
Viper Transformers came up. Yeah, there is. Viper was a prototype experiment of Cobra. But that was like it was like a transform. Yeah.
Well, what's the next slide? You got what's the next slide? Another one?
No, I don't have any more.
Oh,
but I got one. I got one more. Look, here's another one for people. Devastator. And this one was hilarious because look how devastating G.I. Joe's Devastator was.
That's a play on words. It's like calling a giant guy tiny.
It's like, are you kidding me? Let's take a look at that thing. That is ridiculous. That is not, it's only devastating to the eyes. That is like, are you kidding me?
It's another one Jay Bartlett's got to have. When did this come out? 84? No, I bet you later than that.
Later, but you know what? I would still buy a classified version. I'm all in.
Not me. I'm out.
All right, let's get the banner. You guys are too funny. But yeah, what else we
Air Raid. Now they're just naming names.
I'm checking my list.
Johnny,
but you know what? So far, everyone's been right. I don't even have these on my list. So whoever made that video, yeah, Air Raid is a Transformer.
Man, Air Raid's a Joe. Man, I'm fire my ass, dude.
Wait, is Air Raid a Joe?
Yeah,
that's the thing. I guess I'm not looking up the Joe part of it.
I've never heard of an Airwave Joe.
Air Raid is a Joe. He was released with
Jesus.
the Sky Sweeper jet and the Alpha vehicles in 2009. Oh, I know why.
Oh, Barricade.
I don't have this list. Barricade. I know why I don't have these on my list because that video was only for G1 and old stuff. It wasn't for new stuff.
Oh man,
this is like messed up because people are gonna put like
the chats are going crazy. They know what the hell's up. So
this one I got second on my list, Blaster, because it was a Battle Force 2000 hovercraft driver and Grand Slam's freaking Blaster's Grand Slam cassette tape.
And yeah, that's right. And Barricade was the cop car. I can't remember the Joe, but I do know.
We have Grand Slam, you know, the OG 13.
Yeah.
We have Grand Slam, the cassette tape that turned into a tank. So what line was Tramp Stamp?
Baldy. Happy anniversary, Baldy Locks. Just letting you know, happy anniversary, bro.
Tiger Force Tramp Stamp. It'd be like
Trigger,
oh, man.
tramp stamp.
Bulletproof.
That sounds like a dreadnought.
Oh,
all
look,
day.
he found a link with a giant list. Now you're ruining
Oh,
the
David
whole show.
rocks. All right.
All right. Stop using that list. It's not
The,
fun
the
anymore.
checklist is going off. Cannonball.
Hey, there's actually a roadblock transformer.
I bet there is. Don't feel bad, Tony.
It
after a
was
while.
a G2 auto roller Decepticon Ultra Pretender. No one knew that. Hey, there's a mainframe who does the same thing as mainframe. He really does.
Funny as hell.
Dude, you could have mainframe work on mainframe.
On mainframe.
No, I'm not kidding.
I know. I didn't. Okay, well, who's the? Okay, so mainframe is a transformer. Okay, damn.
Yeah. Hey, did you know that there were Mega Marines from G.I. Joe called Mirage and Blastoff?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, anything in the 90s, Joe, I was out. I was after sci-fi and what's the guy, Fast Draw and all them. I only know them because of the comics. Like I kept going with the comics, but as in figures, I was done.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They had to keep the license going, and Hasbro owns both, so they could just come up with characters for either IP, and so they could keep the name. You know what I mean? Just like, you know how, you know how, like, with Heavy Duty, they're about to try to get it back. Well, then that's like when they stopped making Road Pig toys, they had a G2 motorcycle, the Road Pig. And I mean, mainframe. Yes, mainframe on mainframe. Crankcase, yes, that's an absolute good guess. Crankcase as well. That's
Crankcase
Overlord.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can go. I'm sorry what I said earlier. You can go ahead and merge their origins. I don't give a shit now because look at this.
Did we find out what Shockwave does?
Shockwave's a gun. He's a laser gun. I was correct.
He's a laser gun. Yeah.
To me, I thought I don't know. Galvatron was the one who was supposed to replace Megatron, right? In a way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's right. Okay. That makes sense then, because obviously they didn't want that like handgun thing, so they went. What
did Galvatron turn into?
Dude, my memory when it comes to
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But I know Shockwave was a gun. I know he was a laser gun.
Yeah. Every time I see Galvatron, he's in robot mode, dude. But he turned into
exactly.
He was a laser gun too. He
was, wasn't he? Because Megatron gun replaced the gun, and this is a gun, and
he was a cannon, a rocket cannon.
I got a question. What was I'm boning up on my Transformer shit here. Soundwave was my man. Who was the new tape deck?
Well,
another boom. Who?
Blaster
was the boombox,
right? Blaster, which is hilarious because we said Blaster is also the Battle Force.
A Joe,
and then Blaster's cassette tape was Grand Slam. So it's like they just at that moment when they were making Blaster, they had to reissue those names they were going to lose from G.I. Joe. So
yeah. That's dope, man. The chat. Well, David brought up he looked it up, right?
Yeah, he had a whole list.
And he had a whole list. That's cool, man.
Do we talk about Scoop? Scoop was a bulldozer and a bulldozer for Transformers and a combat photographer. Get it? The Scoop.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Combat photographer. You know, in the war zone, like they had those. You know, so there's like even a movie on those. Yeah, he was one for G.I. Joe, and then you pretty much had Skydive, Airwave, Cloudburst, all those planes. Those were also G.I. Joes that freaking they were pilots, you know. So that's kind of funny how they were actually, you know, they're almost the same thing, just the equivalent. You know what I mean? So got to trademark that trademark. Yeah, that's right. So that's it, man. I don't know. I think I'm good. I think we had a lot of fun today, and we hope Bobby's okay. I'm gonna have to give him a call.
I know. I was going to do that right now. I was going to do that right now too.
Make sure he's all right. But you know what? Since you're on here,
and
we got like a minute. I want your opinion on these. Just don't go too deep because you're going to be on Saturday, and we're going to talk about your customs and like what you would do to change it. But just give us a quick like.
Well, dude, I'm so down for. I never had a Snow Serpent, so I want this one big time, and he looks great to me. I think Johnny Reno. I don't think he liked the Snow Serpent that much, but I'm like, wow, you're crazy. I dig it. I didn't know there was the back in the day, the OG, they had a wolf pelt too. I did not know that. Okay, I thought it was just
the OG didn't. No, the OG didn't have a wolf pelt.
Okay, he didn't. Did
maybe
a new
version 2? Maybe version 2.
Maybe version 2. Okay.
Maybe, but not.
Okay, but no, I'm all in.
No, version 1 definitely did not.
I'm all in on Grunt, Low Light, Snow Serpent. Grunt, I'm digging. I've already made Grunt and a Low Light. I'm still getting these two. They look really good. I hear the people bitching and complaining and whining about the way the accessories look. I don't care. We always pimp them out with Gridiron or Mark II or whatever. But yeah, the only thing I have the problem with is that I think I said it in the chat with Grunt's M16, the way his magazine plugs in, I would just glue it in because it's got like this stupid tab on top of the magazine, and that's really ticky-tack what I'm saying. But I just glue that sucker in and leave it in. It looks dumb with it out because it doesn't look like a real magazine. But anyways, the stock is nice. I mean, I heard even Chad complain about that, but I mean, you can get different stocks anywhere, so it's like it's cool. But like I said, I'm gonna pimp it out with Gridiron anyway. So he looks real good. Great,
Chad Kinsler, or it is Chad.
It's Chad. And then
it is Chad. It's his job to complain.
Yeah, it's his job. He's he's active military. Yeah.
But he's active military, and he is like the spokesperson for 118. That's his job.
Yeah. He's Mr. 118.
If Chad doesn't complain about 112, I'm gonna check in on him and see if everything's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, dude,
I'm right there with you. I'm
the
right
same
there
thing
with you,
like,
bro.
Our dude Madsen and all these guys. We love the energy, right? We love the energy. We gotta always strive to be better, man. Bring on the criticism.
This is what I was talking about. Grunt's okay, but I made him already in a crap ton of green shirts thanks to Stalker. And he's correct. He showed me his green shirts that he just made, and they're awesome. But he's falling in the same trap as we all do when we make them, and then they go ahead and make them. We're wanting them, and they're placeholders for me. But yeah, I'm getting him all day. It is a Stalker buck with a different head, and it looks good. Hopefully, the head looks as good as the renders. Unfortunate for old Falcon there, but then Low Light, he looks sweet. I mean, let's just face it, all the weapons are going to be rubbery as fuck because, what Gun Bunny's review, they're all rubbery and everything, but at least they're giving us better looking ones than the Nerf ones, right? And like I said, we pimp them out with other ones anyway. But he looks great, and I'm digging all these, dude. I'm all in because if I don't like something, I'm just going to mod it.
Right. So that's a great way to end the show. Because this Saturday, I hope to join you. I hope to join KJ and Doom Days, aka Rick Lopez. He wasn't even here today.
My boy Ricky.
But Ricky, good old Ricky. I hope to hang out with you guys and just have a good time. And I want to see what you, KJ, also Rick, are gonna do to update, modify. I had a Gridiron order in the last week. I haven't been able to really dig into it, so I'm going to dig into that and hopefully have that all ready for Saturday.
Cool. I'm going there. Me and Johnny are going to go over there to Mark's on Friday. I think I'm finally going to pick up the the smart gun for the aliens. The Drake and the Drake weapon from Aliens. Mm-hmm. It's like that big gun because I'm making a repeater. That's his weapon.
That was the new loadout he had.
Yeah, so he's doing it. And now Mark just came out with 3 or 4 things while we're having a show. He came out with, the belt for
I saw it before the show. They're coming out with the belts without the logo.
Yeah, the belt solo. And it still has the flap that, it's kind of like it belongs to the loadout for Sergeant Slaughter, but it's got the old school, Vietnam flap over the gun. You can always cut that off, make it updated and stuff, but I'm already thinking of doing that. But yeah, he's making them fit better, so
a modified Steadicam rig.
That's what it is. That's what it is, dude. It's for a camera.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, welcome to the Terradrome this Saturday, I believe 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. We still got to get some artwork done for that show, but we'll be pushing that. And yeah, that's it, man. I got some food to eat and wrestling to watch, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week. Been thanks Tony for filling in last minute, helping us out. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it, fools. It was Transformers Joe kind of June. And
Transformer June.
And we'll see y'all on the Toy Out and the Terradrome.
Peace out.
Peace out, y'all. See, this was Bobby's job. Now I gotta find this stuff.